amazing buys, and we are back again with another video. This time it's going to be something a little bit different, so before I get started, make sure if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the notification bell, like and subscribe so you are always caught up on the new content. And let's get started. Something needs to be highly addressed. You've heard me talk about in my previous videos before how we are in the middle of a heat wave. I mean, things are getting excruciatingly hot outside, and it is like all over the nation. I can only speak for the US. So it is extremely hot, and I'm noticing a pattern when I'm out running errands, going shopping, doing whatever. I am noticing something. I am saying this out of love, guys, but I am noticing that a lot of people seem like they have a hygiene issue, and in the middle of this heat wave, like the heat is bringing it out. It is making it worse. You guys know that heat brings sweat, body odor intensifies. Like I said, I'm noticing an issue. It's becoming a problem. So I thought I would make a video about some hygiene tips along with some fragrances that I think would be good for men and women, especially in this excruciating heat. So again, let's get started. If you haven't already, notification bell, subscribe, like. Okay, let's get started. We are going to talk about hygiene first before we even touch fragrances. I feel like the number one step, the number one tip, guys, please do not skip showers. No, just water is not enough. We need to wash. We need to bathe. Soap, water. Like I said, I'm not trying to be funny. I know that there's some people with medical conditions. This is not for you. We're talking about people that are just not showering, okay? So at one point in my life, I worked 15-hour shifts and I still showered every day. Morning, late afternoon. If I was on night shift, I would still drive home 45 minutes after a long shift, and I still found time to shower. So guys, there is no excuse at this point. So all I'm saying is, number one is showering. Everyone needs to wash every day. Do not skip. That is with soap and water. Now, I do want to say that there are some areas, like hotspot areas, intimate areas, we definitely cannot skip. And during this heat wave, I just want to say, don't just be like, hit the hot spots, I'm done. No, you need to wash everywhere. Starting with the armpits. A lot of times people have a smell on their armpits and they're like, I use deodorant, I'm washing, what is going on? A lot of smells that come from your armpit is because of bacteria. So sometimes just washing is like just not gonna do it. So sometimes you need an antibacterial soap. Everybody knows about the typical Dior soap. They do have like other brands that have antibacterial soaps that can help with that. Do not just take the bar of soap or your body wash and just put it on your hands or take the bar and just go like that. No, you need to be exfoliating and cleaning and scrubbing that area. Washcloths, loofahs, guys, they have tools out there to help you. Some people are just like, hey, I can't afford this. Washcloths are cheap. You can find some items even at the dollar store. You need to be scrubbing that area. Now, another little tip, I'm sure you guys seen online, it's all over TikTok, YouTube. This is something that I've even tried myself. I use the Ordinary products on my face, and this toning solution, it worked pretty good under the armpits as well. So like I said, sometimes you need to, for people that have like that extra odor and the typical, steps aren't working, and you need something extra, or some people are just like, hey, I don't like using deodorant. That is your personal choice. But this one, how people are saying, hey, I didn't use deodorant and this works, it takes away the smell, it does. So but like I said, we are in a heat wave, so you might, if you're a person that just does this, you might have to do that a little bit more often, because guys, it's hot out there. As far as intimate regions, whether it's men or women, please make sure you are washing your crevices. I know there's some people that are just like, I only wash down there with water. This might be an unpopular opinion, guys, but I think you need more than just water down there. I don't know, everybody was taught different, everybody, grew up differently, but folds and crevices, I mean, they smell when they get sweaty. Back there, down there, guys, soap and water. Dove is a pretty good brand that is known not to cause irritation. Now that we got that down packed, hopefully we're all washing regularly. Now we can get into fragrances. And the reason why I say that is a lot of people, they think that they can just mask smells with, oh, I'm just gonna put on this body mist, this perfume. Guys, we can tell when you do that because it does not cover up body odor. It just mixes in and it smells terrible. Don't do that to other people. Look, I think that sometimes when people are used to living a certain way like that, where they're trying to mask, they just get immune to their own smell, but other people can smell you. Everybody else a favor, mainly do yourself a favor and get clean. Your fragrances will smell better on you if you are clean first. Now that we have addressed washing, guys, that includes your hair, your body, everywhere. Now we are going to get into fragrances. So I'm not going to talk too much about lotion, though I feel like everybody should use lotion just to moisturize your skin, right? So we're washing, we're exfoliating by using the tools that I talked about, washcloths, loofahs, and make sure that you are changing out your loofahs every 30 days. If that's hard for you to remember, just do it on the 1st. Next month on the 1st, throw it out, get your new loofah that you're using. Some people use brushes. There's plenty of things out there, guys. But anyways, we are going to start with colognes. So because it is very hot out there, I don't think at this moment, I know pumpkin spice is coming out, fall, I know, but it is still hot. So when you're looking at really sweet stuff or wintry scents, they tend to not mix that well with the heat. Overly sweet, ooey gooey scents, certain spices and scents, they just don't mix with the heat. They turn into stuff that might be a little overwhelming to others or off-putting. So we are looking at fresh scents because the heat, we want to smell fresh, we want to smell clean. So that's what this video is about. So I'm going to talk about 2 expensive ones first, and then we'll get into the affordable one. So for men, the 2 that I'm going to recommend that are kind of pricey is Creed Silver Mountain water and Creed Virgin Island water. I have a Creed Virgin Island sample. It's right here that I got from Nordstrom. And you can see it's almost gone. We were running some errands and he apparently put that on the other day. I didn't see him. And it was so excruciatingly hot outside. And he was getting the stroller out the back and he passed by me and I was like, excuse me? What do you have on? And he looked at me, he's like, what? And he smelled so fresh and so clean, guys. So this is a tropical clean scent. You get that lime, you get a little bit of that coconut, and it's not like the sunscreen coconut. It is fresh, and those deep musk just do not work. So the other one is Silver Mountain water. I think I described this in a past video before, but it smells so clean. This is probably the most fresh scent I've ever smelled. But this is pricey for both of them. The smaller bottle is $3.45 and that's for a 50 milliliter. So it is very pricey. I highly recommend if you can afford it, because that is pricey. So okay, now to the affordable stuff. First, we are gonna start with Finery. You can find this at Target. I think this is unisex. This is Before the Rainbow. This is actually a dupe for Jo Malone Wood, Sage, and Sea Salt. This is at Target and it is running for $27.99. The note says salty air, bergamot, and tree moss. Of course, like even the original is unisex, so is this one. I actually got this for my son, so that's why I just got the body mist instead of the perfume. And this smells so good. The saltiness, the clean smell, I think it counteracts with the heat, and that's what a lot of these fragrances are that I'm going to be talking about. That citrus smell also counteracts with the heat. This is bergamot. So $27.99. This is a dupe. But this one is Dossier's version. This is Woody Sage. Again, it's another dupe for Malone. As far as who's closer, I have to say Dossier. And like, it doesn't matter if he keeps getting hotter outside, these work. The next one that we are going to talk about is Dior Home Cologne. The key notes is Calabrian bergamot and grapefruit blossom. And I think it also has a musk. This is definitely different from Wood Sage and Sea Salt. Even though like they both have citrus in it, this is a grapefruit citrus. And this definitely is like clean and citrusy. This is just great in the heat. It's not offensive. It's clean. The musk is not like I said, we are not dealing with deep musks right now. So this is a clean musk. That is Dior Home Cologne. And this is what the box looks like. I think I got this, I want to say from Ulta. 2.5. This is $105. I think you might be able to find this, like, I know like a lot of people do rack room shopping. And this has been out for a while. So I think you can find this maybe, or like a perfume, one of those perfume stores. Pretty sure you can get this for cheaper. The next one we are going to talk about is Dolce & Gabbana for home. And here is the bottle. Okay, so I'm looking at the actual website. And so the top notes is Italian lemon, hints of tarragon and orange blossom. Middle notes are clary sage, fresh lavender, balsamic hints of marigold, and then the base is coumarin, cashmeran, and Australian sandalwood. So we're hearing some familiar notes in these colognes that I'm naming. Another good Dolce & Gabbana one that you can find at Burlington, TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls is light blue. That's another fresh lemon one. And then they also came out with, I think the other one is called Italian Love. Yep, it's Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Italian Love. That's another nice citrusy scent that Ulta and I think Sephora too. I know for sure Ulta came out with not long ago. So as for this one, this is a little bit tad warmer than the other ones that I just mentioned. It's slightly woody, but not too woody. So speaking of woody scents, right now in this heat wave, you don't want to go too smoky or too woody because it just gets overbearing. Just as a note, this is a EDT. I think I got this at TJ Maxx, so it was a really decent price. You can find Dolce & Gabbana always in there. If you don't like too much of the citrus ones that I named, this one, the citrus isn't too strong. It's kind of intertwined with the sage and the lavender. This one, it's blended in nicely. It smells a tad bit more masculine than the other ones, even though the other ones, like I said, it's unisex. It smells good. And now we are going to talk about some women's scents. So I've made a lot of Bath and Body Works, and I have to talk about that first, obviously, because they always have sales going on, and it is pretty affordable. I know it's body mist, but there's still a fragrance nonetheless. So I made a couple of Bath and Body Works videos. So if you haven't already watched it, check out the tropical scents. Those always do good in like, you know, really hot weather. And then some of the florals. So I tested this the other day and this did amazing in this hot heat. Rose. So this is a fresh type of rose if you haven't already smelled it. Notes to this is airy rose water, jasmine petals, and creamy musk. Is it right here? I feel like rose is kind of like a hit or miss. Sometimes it's mature, sometimes it's too sweet. When they say airy rose, they mean airy rose. Before I ran and did errands, I took a shower, I sprayed it on me, I used the lotion obviously, and then I sprayed it on my clothes, and it lasted so long. I was walking through the store, just get every so often little sniffs of it, and I'm like, I smell good. I'm just saying this did really well in the hot weather. It's affordable, so check out those two categories, you know, of the videos that I made. The next one we're going to talk about affordable is, again, Finery. So this is Flower Bed. I actually have the perfume of this upstairs, and this is my daughter, so I'm downstairs, so I'm using hers. This goes for $27.99 for the body mist. So supposedly this is a dupe for Chanel Chance, and the notes to this is lush peony, green apple, and wild bamboo leaf. Again, these are fresh scents. It's a very all ages, inoffensive smell, and I feel like this would do great in the heat. I feel like this is a universal scent that all people will like. So that is Finery Flower Bed, and it is a Chanel Chance dupe. Speaking of florals, Coach Floral and Floral Blush. These I feel like would do really good in the heat because unlike Coach's other scents, they're not really musky and they're not really sweet. These are bright florals, and then they are affordable because you can find these at TJ Maxx, Marshall's, Burlington, like all those like stores that they have discounted perfumes. They have these, and they are really affordable. Like you can get them probably like in the $20 range. These are 1.7 fluid ounces. I've seen bigger. So I actually prefer Floral Blush versus this one. This one is a little bit stronger, but they both are really good. So you can find these at affordable prices at those discounted stores. They are bright florals. I got this little set at Ross, Versace Bright Crystal. So this has the bath and shower gel, it has the body lotion, and then it has the little bottle of perfume here. Unfortunately, when I got it, I didn't realize that it is not a spray. But if you are familiar with the scent, it's bright. So the top notes is yuzu, iced accord, and a pomegranate. The middle note is peony, magnolia, and lotus flower. And the base is acaju, vegetal, amber, and musk. So it's in the floral, fruity, musky family. Again, this is not offensive. It's something fresh, fruity, floral, so it does great in heat. Getting a little bit away from florals because some people are just like, hey, I just don't like florals. Do you have any other suggestions? So yes, just like I had like the lemon citrusy scents for men. Speaking of Versace, they have Versace Yellow Diamond. This one is very citrusy. I personally really like this one. Again, it's great for after showers. This one, it's not like, oh my gosh, this smells like Pledge. The top notes is citron, pear sorbet, neroli, and bergamot. Middle note is nymphaea, freesia, orange blossom, and mimosa. And the base is amberwood, palo santo, and musk. See, I told you it wasn't your typical Pledge. It's more of a citrusy, clean musk. I'd smell a little bit of a floral, but like I said, this is not like a overly like lemony scent. It just smells clean. So just kind of like how I said for men, the Dior Home kind of reminds me of like white tea clean, if that makes sense. So does this one. So I feel like, again, that's Versace Yellow Diamond. I feel like this would go great in the heat and doesn't smell like Pledge. Another goodie that you can find at these discounted stores is Michael Kors Sparkling Blush. I'm gonna open that for you so you can see. I got a 1.7 fluid ounce, and this one, I love smelling this. Okay, so it says the notes have pink pepper, rose petals combined with vanilla and lychee, while sandalwood delivers a sultry finish. The thing about all of these, it has like a brightness, like it's like, ooh, type of thing. So I definitely get the floral. Pink pepper, I don't know about that. I don't get any peppery notes when I smell this. There's nothing offensive about this. It just smells clean. It smells feminine. A little fruitiness. I don't really get the sandalwood. If it is, it's slightly in there, but I feel like this is one of those clean, girly fragrances. I really enjoy this. It's not as universal as the other ones. I feel like it'll be maybe too mature for a teen. I would say 20s and 30s. Like something cute, flirty, kind of like date night in this heat. There you go. There you go. Date night for hot, hot weather. This smells great. That is Michael Kors Sparkling Blush. For the last one, because I don't want to make this video too long, I know there are plenty of other ones out there that is affordable, and this is a body spray. It's, of course, Sol de Janeiro 62. This is the original one. Obviously, you know, I have the Boom Boom Cream. I think this is like for tightening of the skin. I don't know. I think everyone just wears it because they like the scent. I feel like this does great in hot weather. The lotion, or actually the cream, just intensifies it even more. Guys, there are dupes of this that I made a video of. Tree Hut has one, Trader Joe has one, and I like even compare like the consistency and all of that. But I feel like just the line of Sol de Janeiro in general, their body mist are really good. Now, as far as number 71, I've talked about that before. I love 71, but to me, it's too hot for that right now. That one would turn into that overly sweet, I don't want to say syrupy, but like it's just not for this moment of this heat wave. This one will do great, and probably all the other ones except for 71. They came out recently with Bikini Season. I think it's called When in Rio. And there's another one that it's a clean cottony scent. Like I said, this whole line would do great. So that is all that I have for my tips. Obviously, you guys know already to layer if they have the lotion to this stuff. Put the lotion on, the perfume on, and it'll intensify even more. Again, this is my tips for this heat wave, because guys, we all want to smell nice, we all want to smell clean. And so, like I said, I hope no one takes offense to this. This is from love and care. Please take care, and if you have favorites that I didn't mention that are affordable, let me know in the comment section. Let's talk about it. But anyways, have fun, stay blessed, and happy shopping, and I'll see you next time. Bye.